It's pumpkin season.
And Halloween's sure to bring a lot of tricks. But the best treat on October 31st isn't going to be candy. Because that's the date that the DoD has to submit a new UFO report to Congress. This report is due thanks to the Intelligence Authorization Act of 2023. Because included in this bill is Section 703, which requires the Department of Defense to address the unidentified aerospace undersea phenomena. And from now on, I'm just going to call them UAUP. Amongst other actions, this bill requires that the DoD establish a UFO investigation office, which is currently called the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. And per subsection J, that office is required to submit an annual report on UAUPs to the appropriate congressional committees. And this is done on behalf of the Director of National Intelligence, as well as in consultation with the Secretary of Defense. And this report is due on October 31st. And according to Pentagon spokesman Susan Goff, this report is on schedule. But of course, the public isn't likely to see the most interesting parts of this report. Because although their findings are to be reported in unclassified form, just like last time, it will have a classified annex. So of course, they're going to put anything that they consider a national security risk in this annex, which is to ensure that any sensitive means and methods are not compromised. But of course, this caveat can be taken advantage of. So what exactly is required to be in this UFO report? It's required to have the following 16 elements. All the UAUP events that occurred within the last year. All the older UAUP reports that were not included in the previous UFO report. An analysis of data and intelligence of each UAUP event. An analysis of UAUP data collected through these four means. The number of UAUP incidents over restricted airspace in the US over the last year. An analysis of those events. Identification of potential threats to US national security by UAUP. An assessment of any UAUP activity that could be contributed to foreign adversaries. Any incidents or patterns that would indicate that a foreign adversary has achieved a breakthrough aerospace technology. An update on the US's efforts to work with our allies to track, understand, and address UAUPs. An update on efforts underway to allow us to capture and exploit discovered UAUPs. In other words, crash retrieval and reverse engineering programs. An assessment of any health-related issues for those people that have encountered UAUPs. The number of and description of UAP incidents associated with our military nuclear assets, including submarines. The same information associated with UAUPs and nuclear production facilities, as well as nuclear weapons storage facilities. The same information associated with UAUPs and nuclear power generating stations. And last but not least, a list of the names of the individuals that will be assigned to the UAUP response and field investigation team, as well as the names of the individuals that will be responsible for the scientific, technological, and operational analysis of UAUPs. So I am really looking forward to Halloween this year. And I hope we get some treats, but I got a feeling we're just going to get a rotten pumpkin. But we'll just have to wait and see.